right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagements. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Nightmare. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Mauricio Ruffy.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway.
Let's do it.
All right, we are underway here at the home of the UFC, the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Raises the bar to block the strike and now counters with a straight punch. So defense into offense there out of the longer fight.
Nice man. Great punch.
Oh, good block there. Takedown defense holds up. Back to his feet. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Oh, right to the mount. He's working on the armbar.
Oh, that's tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission. Oh.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Making all these shots count. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. Oh, that's gotta be discouraging as he gets right back up again. Once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that front kick. 2 minutes remain in the round.
Beautiful kick.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. guard for him now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down from around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work, trying to advance position to your ground and pound. If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
All right, relax, recover, and let's get it done. He was a little better on the wrestling that last round. But this round, we're going to go out there and show him who's boss.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left hook there. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that chin. Straight right is there. And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
He's attacking a Kimura. Watch for him.
Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, and he locks up a triangle now. You set off the top. His go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across. If he gets it across, he's going to start pulling down on the head. Really?
Somehow he gets out.
Well, he had the triangle choke locked in, but he did a good job of staying patient, maintaining his calmness, and found a way out. Great job defensively.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though. He's isolating an arm.
Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Less than a minute now to go in round two.
Got to be careful here.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Final seconds here of round two.
Look at that, going into the armbar. He's got it isolated.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was indeed. But wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
Oh, so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job. And that was a solid kick.
Side kick, well done. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And he's back up. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Oh, he's got the submission locked in now. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that much longer.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it, but if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
He passes the half.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Well, he has really started to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Big shots being landed on both sides here. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. Now pay attention now before it gets worse.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Block that one.
Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. Distance management 101. one, another punch lands.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Gotta work.
This beautiful kick lands.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And now some separation. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, now he lands a shot to the leg. Nice. Nicely done. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. And he's back to his feet. Good sign for him there. And he switches his stance yet again. Back and forth we go. Oh, what a shot right on the button.
Perfect liver shot. That is the most debilitating shot in all of fighting. It is very difficult to recover from it. Oh, yes, now we're going.
Both men going for the finish. Big left hand lands upstairs. Down, 5 to go. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve 50,000. Hell, let's give them each 100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round.
Turning his hip over into the leg kick.
And there's the single leg.
Changing the position. Great job landing from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feeding the hips, and he will definitely get the submission.
Oh, it looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission.
This is where he wants to be.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Now to go in the fight.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Oh, right in the mount.
Looks like he's trying for submission now. Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
He's starting to get it in there deep.
And there it is!
Oh, my goodness.
No judges needed this time around.
Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, the Nightmare.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.